deck. What do you have?
I have Plunder Patrol, Runick, first place.
Oh, nice.
You are my friend.
Welcome to Gaming Universe.
Thank you so much.
What's going on?
What does that do? Why do you play it? And theory.
So I just basically wanted a deck that best utilized the Runic cards. Now obviously everyone like plays Runic Sprite. The problem with me for that deck is like the deck doesn't play like a lot of monsters, and I just think that the deck is like, it's good, but it's not really powerful. It takes a lot of like firepower to play. It's weird, you know. This deck has a lot of like flow to it. And if you ever seen like the captain's videos, he posts like Plunder Patrol deck profiles all the time. I think he got like top 54 at Nats. So like I never played Plunder Patrol before. I really don't know what half the cards do until like I picked up the cards and read them. And yeah, the deck floats pretty well. So I'll throw in some neat interactions and like show you guys how the deck works. But it's essentially like a bunch of Plunder cards and a bunch of Runic cards, and the deck just works. So yeah, let's just get into it.
Let's see it.
Okay. So for the pilots, I just play 3 Whitebeard and 1 Redbeard. So what's cool about these is some of them get effects if they're sent from the hand or the field to the graveyard. So you have your Runic wings that your Hugin that allows these guys to trigger. So it allows you to play without your normal summon essentially, because if you open these with any Runic card, you essentially have the Link 2 without using your normal summon. And if you're not locked into Plunder Patrols, you could potentially make a rank 4 or level 8 synchro. So it's cool. You know, this one of the only, it's not that good, but it's a good one to special off of this. So this allows you to special a pilot from the deck, and this is another interaction on your opponent's turn. So then we have extenders. We have 3 of the Bluebeard. So I like this card because it allows you to pitch your Runics and draw more cards. So without using your Runic cards, you can fill up your graveyard with more Runics. So it also helps you make rank 4s without being locked into Plunder Patrols, and it helps you see your side deck more. Then we play 3 Golden Hair. So this is the other tuner other than Whitebeard. This allows you to make synchro plays. It's just a really good card for recursion. If you get this guy in graveyard, you essentially have a Plunder Link 2 every single turn. You just pitch a card, you could pitch like a Runic, and then special this onto the board. So it's a very good card. And then I play 2 copies of Black Eyes. So Black Eyes is a broken card, don't get me wrong. It's not the one that you want to open. It's probably a card that you want to see turn 3, kind of like Railroad Stampede, but or like a Wolf Bark or something like that. It's a nice card for the grind game. So yeah, that's it for the Plunder Patrol names. Then the only non-Plunder Patrol monster we play, only hand trap, is Triple Ash. So people aren't playing this card right now. People are like playing Bestials for hand traps. It's just like a nice addition to the deck, just to like have another layer of defense. You can draw into it off your Runics, so it's pretty decent. I think the card is good when people don't expect it.
I agree.
Then we play a hefty amount of Runic cards, so Triple Tip, Triple Flashing Fire, this one destroys monsters, Freezing Curses, this one negates, Triple Destruction, this is backer removal, Triple Slumber, this one's my favorite. This one like stops cards from attacking, stops cards from being destroyed, being attacked. You can activate it turn 0 to activate your Fountain. It's a pretty decent card, I really like it. 2 Dispelling. This one I got off against you. This one was pretty good. So like if people go like Fenrir add, you get like Resolution, discard a card. It might be like a blue or like something that they need to combo, and then you banish show. I just like I wanted another name. I really don't like the Golden Droplet. I don't like the Smitting Storm, so I just played 2 of this.
The best ones.
Yeah, so, and then 2 Fountain. You definitely do not need 3. You have another field spell in the deck that, like, competes for its field spell zone, so, like, it's kind of weird in that sense, but that's really the only confliction the deck has. The deck has, like, 2 field spells. But other than that, like, 2 is fine. So yeah, that's it for the Runics. And then for the Plunder Patrol cards, only 2 shipyard. Again, you have Fountain on the field most of the game, so you don't really want this to linger on the field. It's more of a search target for Mowerk, which sounds crazy because pure Plunder like wants to see this, but like my deck not really. You just want to see monsters. And then I play 1 emblem. So this one you can attach, equip, and then you send it to the graveyard. So say you target, I don't know, like any Plunder Patrol. Like say you target Black Eyes, right? And you have a Hugin in graveyard, which is like very common. You equip it to this, and then this sends it to the graveyard, equips it, and because you have a light engrave, you're able to summon your big ship, right? So since there's no wind attribute ship in the game right now, you need to send up some kind of interruption against Flunderees, and so this is like kind of needed for that matchup. So I don't play shipping. Not only is the name too hard to pronounce,
so hard.
But it also is just not needed in this version of the deck. Being able to summon the fusion is like okay, but you're fusion summoning, so you're kind of going neg. So I didn't really like it in this build. I don't think it's needed. I played 1 call by. It was okay.
It got me off guard.
Yeah, it's alright. I mean, it's a card that you could draw. It like protects your draws, but it's like so-so. So, and then the last 2 cards are 2 booties. Gotta have 1 for each cheek. And the card is good. I side 1 out a lot, but it like makes things different attributes and brings things back. It's like one of the best in-archetype traps that the deck could have. That's it for the monster, for the deck. It's 40 cards. Do the extra deck, so I play 2 Hugin. You don't need more. You can't afford the space. 1 Runic. It's good in the late game. And 1 Jerry. So Jerry's really good for making rank 4s. Word on the street that Dweller and Baguska are really good this format. So like it allows you to make those cards. Also fetches the field spell from the grave. If you ever have to pitch it or something like that, so it's pretty good. So yeah, like this is pretty decent. Also, this comes out for a side deck card I'll talk about later. Then for the Plunder Patrol, we play double lists, triple Blackbeard. You want to have like a lot of this guy. Only 1 brand. I would consider bumping this up, but like there's so many cards I want to play. And then double Mowerk. So I think like a really good reason to play this deck is because Mowerk is so good right now, because like everyone's summoning darks and putting darks in grave and activating Bestials on turn 0, so you can tag onto this on your own first turn. So it's pretty decent. It adds a spell trap. So yeah, all these cards are pretty good. And this card draws cards. This card lets you draw a card on your opponent's turn, which is really important when you have the Fountain on field. You can draw into like more Runic cards. And then flex cards. I play 1 Scarlight. So I wanted a card that I could Dark Ruler my opponent and then blow up the board. It's also just a good card because you can't have a battle phase. You want to wipe the board, and it's good in time as well. So it just figured like a bunch of slots. 1 Dweller for the meta and 1 Baguska. So against Flunderees, again, there's no wind. So this is your ship against Flunderees. Like you need to summon this. That's it for the extra deck, and then for the side deck, what's really cool is you don't need your normal summon, so you can play triple Lava Golem. And then I play a card that the meta has finally caught on to, 3 Spooky.
Right?
I've been playing this card for years.
Yeah.
And then, so this card can search it. So, like, this deck doesn't really have a lot of set combos, but one cool thing that you can do, and I would do this, like, if there was, like, 15 minutes or less in time, if I have any 2 Runic spells, so, like, I'll just pick, like, the worst ones. What you can do is, you can, say you have like Tip or Slumber, I guess one of them has to be one of the ones that bashes on your opponent's turn, on your turn. And so what you can do is, you can use one of the Runics. So this I guess has to be Slumber or Tip. You can use one of the one that's not to special summon, and you're gonna special summon Hugin. And then you'll use Slumber or Tip to bash a card on top of their deck. And then you'll normal summon either Whitebeard or Golden Hair. So Whitebeard, or I'll just slide these over.
Bye.
So Whitebeard or Slump, Whitebeard or Golden Hair. Where it is here. So say it's Whitebeard for simplicity's sake. So you ban it. So you slumber your opponent for 3 cards, or again it could be tip, whatever. As long as there's a card that's banished. You normal summon, and then you synchro summon into this, right? And then what this allows you to do. So first of all, you would have Whitebeard's effect to special summon from your deck. So you can special summon any Plunder Patrol, and then I'll link this off for a link to afterwards. But what this does is it allows you to target a banished card, can be face down because it has the same wording as Omega, to add it to their hand, which seems kind of minus, but it adds this card or any Plunder Patrol monster from your deck to your hand, or special summons it. Yeah, so it's pretty decent. It's nothing like crazy, but it's like a little play that I do in time. And then 3 Cosmic. This is more for like the Runic mirror, quote unquote. 3 Dark Ruler, and my Floodgate is double summon limit. This deck can play with like minimal summons, so like it's pretty decent. So yeah, that's it for the deck. The deck has like a lot of potential. I think it's like very well built for the tier matchup because of how good Moark is in that matchup. It has like a 50-50 matchup against Sprite, depending on who sees their side deck and like whatnot. Kind of a weak matchup against Plunder, but like all the other decks, like Dark Worlds, like every other like in-between deck, it just has a crazy matchup against. So I like it. I think it's cool, and I'm gonna give it a try. I'll probably take it to a couple of regionals, and I'll post the results on my YouTube channel, Draco Backpack Sack 22. So check it in the link below.
Sounds good. Arigato gozaimasu, and good luck.
Thank you guys. Bye.
You. Yeah, you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And for the best Yu-Gi-Oh products and tournaments in New York City, come to Gaming Universe.
Yeah!
No English.